So you guys already know the Corvette E-Ray is the quickest Corvette ever made, but I'm gonna show you guys in this video how to actually operate the unique drive modes and the special features because of the electrification behind this powertrain. So let's hop inside, because I wanna show you the first thing, which is my favorite part, which is stealth mode. To do it, you first wanna open it up. So hop inside here. And once you're inside, you wanna obviously put on your seatbelt and close the door. Now that's done, I want to put my foot on the brake. Right foot goes on the brake. You get this cool little animation that happens. That's awesome. It shows a little battery. I mean, that's a nice little welcome, animation and stuff. But that's not what we're going to try to do. We're going to take the drive mode selector, and while it's off, it turns into your kind of selector for the different modes that you get to stealth, shuttle, and normal. So normal start, we'll just start the engine like a normal vehicle. Shuttle is if you want to move it inside a garage. Low speed maneuvers, we'll just use the electric motor. And stealth mode, this is the special mode. And this will let you drive up to 45 miles an hour for about 4 miles. It's meant for you to get out of the neighborhood without really upsetting people because it's a Corvette. It's pretty loud, especially in sport mode with the valves open. So we're gonna do that real quick. We're gonna actually, now that it's in stealth mode, that's selected, I press start. You get this unique gauge cluster display, which shows your speed, as you can see right there. And if I go into drive, we're driving on pure electricity. You get EV motor and a little gauge cluster speedometer right there. It looks pretty cool. You can get that, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna go into reverse here. Same situation, your reverse cameras and then your speedometer and kind of like your electronic power. Pretty cool, it sounds pretty cool on the outside. And if I go into sport mode, or if I open the door, the engine will start. So now I'm gonna open up the door, which will show you, because the engine's on by regulation, the engine has to turn on if the door is open. So check this out. So we'll put it into park. Engine starts because it has to. It'll synchronize the electric motor speed with the engine speed anytime it turns on. So you get this nice little animation that shows up to let you know it's doing that. So now that it's on, the engine's on, we get full use of accessories. AC turns on everything because this car cannot operate AC based on the electric motor. It only powers the front wheels. Other cool things you get is the drive modes, right? So let's go over here. The drive modes have cool animations for 2024. I'll show you guys them real quick. So you got snow, check that out. Looks really cool. You got my mode, you can customize that. Actually, if you tap right here, it'll bring you the breakdown of how you can customize those settings for steering, suspension, brakes, and engine. And then you got touring, which is pretty standard, sport, and then track mode, which looks like literally like a Need for Speed trailer, which is sick. Now, because it's a hybrid system, you have different strategies for using your electric motor while driving around. In touring, it's gonna give you the best blend of, daily driving performance and hybrid driving, so electric driving. So it'll use the motor to be more efficient. I'll put the MPG numbers here. It's kind of like the previous model year, 2 model years ago, Stingray. So you're getting the more performance, you're getting the additional performance without much of an MPG hit, which is really cool. 655 horsepower, 595 pound-feet of torque, and you're not losing MPG. It's pretty insane. It's a pretty cool world to live in. But a cool thing I want to show you guys is this E-Ray menu. So if I tap this right here, I get a bunch of data. You get your gauges, which show you your, I'll put it into neutral here. I'll actually put it into drive. You get your horsepower right there. And then if I go start driving, it'll also show you your electric motor output. And that's really cool. To engage launch control is just like the all C8. You press this twice and it shows your performance traction management. You have wet, and then you can obviously turn that over. You get dry, you get sport, you get race 1, and you get race 2. Now the thing is with race 1 and race 2 is those are your hero modes. What I mean by that is if you're on the track, you want the balls to the wall performance from the electric motor. So like it's you giving it everything it's got, and it won't really reserve much battery charge. It won't reserve as much of the battery because it's using everything it's got for the fastest lap time possible. That's what race and race 2 give you. They call it hero modes for the E-Ray. So if you want to, cater more towards that, let's say it's not a warm-up lap, it is your hot lap, you go to race 1 or race 2. If you want to charge it up fast, you get the button right here. I'll grab this real quick. You get this button right here, which is your Charge Plus mode. You press that, Charge Plus is on, and it'll charge this thing up really quickly because the purpose of this battery and its chemistry is for quick discharge and recharge. It's a power chemistry, not an energy storage chemistry like you see on most electric vehicles, Teslas, and things of that nature. It's very dedicated to the performance application of this Corvette. All right, let me show you guys around this vehicle and the cool features you get with the E-Ray. All right, guys, so the biggest changes you get with the E-Ray or with 2024 in general is the new soft close trunk. I'm not really gonna bore you guys with that. You just press it right here to open it, and it opens up. And then if you lose no space with electric motor in there. It doesn't compromise storage space at all, which is really cool. They package this from the get-go, and you get the soft close, which just happened right there. You bring it down to one latch, and it soft closes it all for you. Because this is the E-Ray, you get the wide body from the Z06. So kind of take a step back, and you get this extra width here, just like the Z06. Wide body, wider track, that's really cool. And on top of that, you get standard carbon ceramic Brembo brakes, front and rear. These come standard with Michelin Pilot Sport all-season tires, and 20-inch wheels up front. And if we come to the back, you'll see you get the large opening like the Z06, but instead of Z06 badging, you get the E-Ray badging right here. And then in the back, you get also carbon ceramic brakes, but 21-inch wheels. So staggered wheel setup, staggered wheel width. These measure 345, 25 R21s, and up front, I'll show you that real quick. They measure 275, 30 R20s. Coming around the back here real quick. This one is the convertible. I'll show you guys what you can see in the engine, which is new for this model year. But in the back, it's pretty standard Stingray stuff, with the exception of the wider body like the Z06. You get the quad tip exhaust out the sides, as opposed to the Z06 exhaust, which is 4 down the middle. Now let me show you guys this real quick. I'm gonna show you guys the engine bay. Usually you'll see it a lot better on a coupe. Just to show you guys what you can see. So we'll hold it right there. Look at that. You actually can see the engine for this year. That's really cool. I mean, I know you have to take out all these Torx pics if you really want to access and service it, but they give you a window, which is nice because the only other way you see your engine is if you get the coupe. So convertible owners can look forward to actually being able to feast their eyes on the 6.2 liter V8 that makes 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. So with that, let's actually take this thing on a drive and talk about how it feels. Are you ready?
Ready.
Oh my God! Dude, the sound was there. That sound was way louder there than the last one we did.
I was.
Here, let me, I'm gonna press the charge mode. Once it's charging, you're not really drawing much from the motors. You don't hear it as loud because it's not really being used as much.
Yeah.
All right, check out the dials here. It's all negative horsepower on the electric output because we're focusing on charging it right now. So it's all just negative. So basically it is slowing me down in a sense, most of the time. And obviously your engine's providing positive horsepower. All right, I actually want to try out stealth mode in some like real like city driving. And we're in it right now. Go reverse here real quick. It's pretty trippy. I've only done it in the parking lot. I actually want to do it. Let's just cross traffic alert, no big deal. I want to see if I can get up to the 45-mile-an-hour limit. So we're gonna do that real quick. Go drive here. And then I want to see how the engine is like to engage and synchronize with the front wheel speed when it does turn on. So we're going to 5-6 miles an hour right now. Battery's pretty charged up, 72%, 71. It's going to go down pretty fast. It's just crazy seeing go Corvette not do Corvette things, you know? It's a front wheel drive Corvette at this point. That's crazy. 12 miles an hour, 13, 14. And you see the percentage drop pretty fast. We're at 69%. We're gonna make this light. I'm gonna get on it a little bit here to come to speed. It's letting me go. Wow. I'll slow down here. I went up to like 25 miles an hour there. So probably the coolest thing about this vehicle is the fact that you get torque fill from the electric motor front in between shifts. It's such a cool experience. I'll try a little bit here just to give you guys an idea. Like, you hear the shifts, but you don't necessarily feel them because it's still accelerating you in between them. So no matter how fast the shift is, it really doesn't matter. You're still getting propelled forward, which is such a cool feeling. And it's so effortless, and it's progressive, and it's natural. I think it's like probably the biggest compliment I can give this vehicle is how natural the front powertrain and the rear powertrain, electric motor, rear gasoline engine, work so well together, even though they aren't mechanically linked by any means. So that's gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.